Alright. Hey guys, this is Sarah's Night, and continuing on with Let's Play White Day, a school named Labyrinth. Or a labyrinth named school. I get those backwards all the time. So, we should be on our way. And here I am getting reused to the controls after playing, after being out from doing this for like 2 or 3 weeks and playing Octopath Traveler the whole time. Yeah, we should be on our way to the final section of the game, the new building, which, I mean, I can't help but think about this in terms of the U.S. public school system. And the interior of the new building is way fancier than I would imagine any school ever having the budget to be. Well, let's see what Sungay has to say about this.
She's ignoring me again.
Well, I thought you hated her.
If you're still chasing after her, you need to snap out of it.
Well, she's nicer than you, so... Hey, you know what? It really is none of your business, lady.
Huh. You are something else.
Thank you.
She runs around like she's possessed or something. This whole school feels like it's been possessed or haunted or something. Ugh.
I don't know, something about just now saying that about the school.
That's cute. You're very nice. Worrying about the unfinished business of spirits.
And with that face, you know she's one of them posing as a human.
For students to voice their concerns and complaints. But I doubt any student ever solved anything by using it. And I'll bet all the teachers forgot that it was even there. The living also.
Now, she probably does have a point there.
But don't you think the dead suffer more? Why does no one listen to the things I say? Well, anyway, see you around.
I know I shouldn't care. This is just fiction. But this just goes against my... well, not very recent. I've adopted these beliefs like over 10 years ago that the living is the living and the dead are dead. So to think of them as conscious in any way, form, or fashion such that they suffer more than the living, I don't know, just kind of funny every time I hear it said in fiction, even though I know I'm not supposed to take this seriously. Okay, so this is the new building, and yeah, as you can see, it's just a lot more nice looking than the other two buildings. And this one is actually going to take quite a while. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do all this in one go like like I did each of the other two sections. Oh, that was the most recent text. Just trying to find my healing items here. And that was the last of it. Crap. Well, the worst thing about this is another janitor shows up, the second one, along with the old. So I got two different janitors to deal with this time. And there's one right there. Followed me from the other building. And I like the Matrix move that Songay pulled here.
Come on, this way.
We're right around the corner. As soon as he wakes up, we're not safe.
That was close.
If that even was enough to knock him out.
What the hell were you thinking? What was that?
Really? You haven't ran into these guys before yet? All night? And that's true too. You don't have to be angry about it.
So useless. There's no way that I can trust you with anything.
What is with that devious face every time she stops saying it? She ends a sentence.
I know So Young is a part of what's happening. Look at you, the knight in shining armor to the rescue again.
Yeah, that's right.
Hear me out. So Young's always there. Wherever we go, she gets there before us. We follow her, and all this freaky stuff just keeps happening to us.
Well, maybe that's why she's there
Doesn't it
before
make
us.
sense,
We're
then, that she's
following
up to
her.
something? I don't like the idea that she's the culprit either.
Oh, I think you do.
But it's obvious. She's involved in everything that's happening. Do you know where we're going next? The rooftop, 4th floor. I saw her heading that way earlier. She
Well,
must have something
it's
freaky
probably going to
going
be
on
a
up there,
solid
too.
hour and a half, 2 hours before I make it up there, because you know
What's
there's
the
all sorts of
problem?
puzzles in the way.
Don't tell me you still don't believe me.
Just to unlock the one door that probably separates me right now from that rooftop.
You're so frustrating. You know that? All right then. Why don't you just go up to the roof and find out for yourself? See if I'm wrong like you think.
Where's the janitor?
I have to go find
Is he
Chief.
not in
Do
Sorry,
what you want.
voice cracked. Is he not in this hallway?
But make sure you know who to trust. Or else, you could be stuck here forever.
As a ghost. Woo! Alright, really hope we got some money to... Nope, just one. And this is easy mode too. Really is kind of shameful of me that I'm actually out of healing items. Okay, and offhand, I do not remember any of the puzzles in here, but there are actually like 2 or 3 boss fights. And I think in at least one of them, I actually am technically fighting back, instead of just solving a puzzle to beat the boss. But this place, I think it had a whole bunch of key cards that I have to pick up. Yellow, blue, and red. Kind of like in any of the levels from Doom 1 and 2. Well, later Doom games as well, if I recall correctly. So, might as well start at the 1st floor, and the marker is telling me it's something in this room. Oh, this was the hallway where we knocked out the janitor, and he's gone. So we did run upstairs after knocking him out. And there we go. Yellow key card. Awesome. Oh, I'm guessing that's all the... I have no idea what I get for collecting all those paper crane items. Of course, I'm not aiming to do that, but I'm guessing those are the... I've already picked up 3 and they're on display here to show me my progress. Okay, so let's make sure there are no yellow doors down on this floor. There are not. This room is already open. And nice thunder effect. I like that. Don't think there was anything concerning all the pictures up here. And... tranquilizer. Okay. You know, I still really have no idea what those do. Oh, if I recall, there's also, every now and then, I think there were at least school coins. There might have been healing items as well, but sometimes underneath these panels on the heating vents, there was a school coin. So they are worth looking at. Let's just make doubly sure there's nothing else in this room. Now, this does not look familiar, but it definitely looks like a puzzle of some sort. Can't seem to investigate it either. Probably absolutely nothing in the drawer, because there never is. Like, ever. And I guess would not hurt to double check the... yep. Not a key item, but it's definitely nice to be able to save every now and again. Heard a window crashing somewhere. Or glass in general. Okay, so back up to the second floor and let's start checking out all the yellow keycard doors. Wait a minute. Was something flashing here? Oh, typewriter button, who cares? Okay, just double checking that goes back to the previous section. And now that I think about it, there was a puzzle involving setting these clocks at a certain time, and the picture nearby tells you approximately what time to set it to. But that is not something we do right now. I'm only kind of remembering the 2 or 3 boss fights in this area. Nothing else offhand. So this is going to be a while. What we got? Okay, music appreciation room, language lab. There was something involving a cassette player. I don't remember if I yank a part out of here and use it. Okay. So, gotta put the dry belt from... What room is this? From the music appreciation room later. Take it back here. Alright, another skull coin. One more I can get that full healing item, which is like yakisoba or something. Or bento dinner, whatever. Okay, let's double check in here. I know these are mostly for hiding out from the janitor, but might possibly be an item. And let's go ahead and save. Actually, I'm not sure a janitor can appear again until the scripted part where the second one shows up out in the main area of this building. Yeah, I thought this would have something to do with taking care of the ghosts that appear in some of the classrooms in the main area. This note about the wiring so that like all the lights can't be on at once or something like that. But it turned out I was incorrect. Um, That last part didn't make sense to me. Not about the order of the classrooms, but in which to, like, turn on the lights, but the fact that they're like, the lights will go off automatically if the lights are turned off in these classrooms. Okay, do you mean the lights everywhere? Because it seems like turning them on would be the reason that they would blow out and all the lights would go off. You sure can, Lee. You sure can. And if I recall, there is a boss fight in that room, but the music appreciation room down on the first floor in the main area. I think I need to... Oh, never mind. That is a yellow door going into the main area, not a blue. I thought it was like, I'm going to have to search around up here a little bit more to find the blue key card first. The best part is, I think there's like an item stuck up here. There's like the final item I need to get. Oops. Well, I can go ahead and read this. I think time has stopped. Yeah, the key to the new building's rooftop. So, where Sangye told me ultimately to go, I need to like blow out the lights in here or something so that they shake and the key falls off of them, and how any of the students got it up there on top of the overhead light in this area in the first place as a prank. It seems like way more trouble than it's worth. Like, seriously, how did they do that? Alright, let's get the hell away from him. You know, I wonder if I can just, like, make him reset by going to the previous area instead of hiding out. Have I tried that before? Watch him be right up here in my face when I go back. He actually isn't. I don't even see the eye. Oh, whoop, whoop. Sneak up behind this door. Okay. I think he's checking the bathroom. Okay, crap. He's coming this way. Wish I could see his light in the hall swinging around so I'll know he's still coming this way. And I'm still checking the bathroom again. I like the way he suddenly darts into a room when you're clearly not there. Like, he thinks you're hiding there and he's psyching you out. Okay, he's looking around in... What's this room again? Art studio. Okay. Maybe... If he darts in here, I mean, most of the time before, he's just looked kind of straightforward and a little bit to his left or right. Sometimes more at the wall than out into the out into the open, so I'm not counting on him seeing me when I'm right here. Which, to be honest, this game would be an even bigger pain in the butt whenever Jander spots you if he does actually bother to do the, you know, semi-competent thing and look around the whole entire room. I'm really hoping he went further on down the hall and not back in this direction. Get him off my back for a little bit. Alright, so first thing, okay, well, we just need the water token to get out of here. The music... Oh, okay. I was thinking, like, what? Why are the rooms called 313233? Am I on the third floor or the second? No, just all the rooms are preceded with 3. There is a item I need from the dance studio, or hopefully it's in the dance studio, before going into the music appreciation room to get the drive thingamabob. Or no, I need the red key card. I don't remember fighting the boss in here first before the chick in the music appreciation room. Oh, I do still have that CD item. Okay, well, I guess we gotta go ahead and do this. The music that plays here during this entire fight, I think they meant it to be like creepy chanting, but it's just so ridiculous I can't take it seriously. Okay, so I gotta match the speakers here before he can get me and like blow the speakers away. And it looks like I had it wrong. I wasn't... Yeah, this part right here is ridiculous. What? Okay, just need to get it here. And use, like, I don't know, sound wave theory or whatever to blow out the mirror. And if I do this 3 times, the boss will give up or be exorcised or something. Okay, so one goes in front. No, can't do that or else he'll blow it away. And I think it's just a little bit too picky about where these speakers should go. I can't even tell where the last one... Okay, it's in the back on the other side. Let's lure him over here. Sit this down quickly. Or actually, was he aiming specifically for the speaker? Yeah, he sure was. Bastard. Okay, should only be one more time. But this is so picky about picking these up and placing them down. Okay, come on. Ah, crap. He's doing a good job there, I ain't gonna lie. Come on, pick it up. I know the janitor's noticed all this. He's gonna come in, like, right away after this fight. Well, where did Darkly go? Looks like he burst through the mirror from the other side and into my room. My side of the room, but okay. Okay, another collectible item means nothing. Let's get out of here and start opening some red card doors. Ooh, crap. Let's be careful there. Don't run, he might notice me. Hopefully he will not look this way before... Okay. Come on, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Well, I kind of trapped myself back here, but I thought this might have been a red keycard door. It's blue. Maybe if I just crouch, go invisible. Okay, looks like there might be something in Library 1 next on the 4th floor. You know what, to hell with him. I'm not sneaking all the way up to the 4th floor. He can see me, I don't care. I'm on the 3rd, okay. Is this the library? No, it's the reading room. Wrong side. Oh, he gave up. Interesting. It's a good thing they never be able to seem to hear me, like, walking on hard tiled floor, like, right over their heads. Okay, what was in here? This is the wrong room again, SK. Get it together, buddy. Any items in the vents? No? Okay. I could swear there was something in here, though. Like, it was one of these little card catalog drawers. But maybe I'm wrong. Yep, he sees me. What do we got? As long as there's electricity, you can get what you seek without any light. Because that makes sense. Did he actually see me go in this room? So, now that I saw the air conditioner in here, I remember what I have to do is flip the switch somewhere. It, like, goes between working all the lights, all the air, and a third thing, something like that. So I just got to get it to focus on the air, so that in here I can turn that crummy old model air conditioning unit on, and it blows something off the top of the bookshelf for me to see, something like that. Alright, so let's find out then. Can't remember if it was first floor or second floor. I guess it was the electric room, so I do need the... I will need the blue key card first. Let's check out the occult club and school store. I do know that no matter what I'm going to need is a certain talisman or something to be able to keep from automatically dying to the ghost in the music appreciation room where the whatever that was that I needed to fix the cassette player in the language lab. I mean, that's all the red doors up here. Well, no, there's some in there, just regular classrooms. I don't know if there was ever really anything in any of these rooms. Although there was something like a... No, that was the reading room. Never mind. But it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and see if I got any healing items or school coins in here either. There is also a document. The meaning of the labyrinth. Oh yeah, I think that was like depending on which ending I get, which in turn depends on how I treated like all like which of the three characters I've met in the school that are still human as far as I know. How well I treated them, like which ending I end up with. But in one of them, do have to navigate my way through a labyrinth. Like replacing all the element token thingies that I've been collecting to get from one area to the next. Memory and good judgment. I think memory just about accounts for the whole entire thing about whether you're going to make it out of a labyrinth alive or not. What the hell? Getting to the center of the labyrinth symbolizes uterine regression, and the labyrinth represents the body of Mother Earth. Thus, it is the women who own and control the labyrinth, while men was fine. Wow. That just sounds misogynistic. Okay, well, hopefully I'm good in here for now. Since the eye symbol disappeared, the second janitor is out of earshot. Yeah, I think it's something like the one that had a bum leg that chased me throughout the first two areas. Like, he's going to be back in the hallways. And this second guy who can run a lot faster mostly hangs out in the main area here. Oh, sweet. The full heal. The instant lunchbox, which is what I incorrectly called yakisoba earlier. It's just the first noodle type thing I could think of. That is, it's actually pretty good. I am something of a fan. Up. That was not smart on my part. Do you see me? Yeah, prepare to spend pretty much 66, 70% of the time it takes to get through this whole entire new building area. That's what I'm going to be doing, is hiding out for the janitors. He's blocking my only way down, too. I think I pretty much got every item in the reading room, so... hopefully there is nothing else to be done in there. Also, technically there is a 5th floor, I guess, but it's just this little section right here. There's like 2 doors on either side of the staircase, and I think they're both shut, so... okay, yeah, and starting on 3rd floor down are the regular classrooms, and I can't remember if the grudge ghosts that hang out on the ceiling... Yep, there it is, right there. So pretty much if you got anything to do in these rooms, which I don't recall offhand there really was anything, you better do it quickly, because they, like, kind of rush right over like this and try to, like, choke you. They're not in every room. I think only about half of them. I don't know, just something's almost cute about the way they skitter across rather than creepy. Like, oh, I see him. I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you. Oh, you went through the doorway. You're only 3 inches away past an open doorway from me, but I can't get you. We found 2 or 3 school coins in these vents so far, so I'm definitely going to check all of them out if I can. And I think... yeah, there's an item right here. And the key is hanging just over the side. Again, I mean, it had to have been pretty dangerous. Like, a student would have to, like, grab another by the ankles or something, hold him there, so that he could reach down low enough to put a key over the railing on the lights just below here. Oh, did I go in? Oh. Just kind of startled me. Yeah, I said it wasn't scary earlier, but that one just caught me by surprise. I can't remember. I think there were 5 or 6. I wonder if they were all in the rooms specified that lights had to be turned on in a certain order. 1, 5, 8, 10, 12, something like that. Otherwise, like, all the lights everywhere would just blow out or something like that. I keep forgetting you cannot run with the lighter on. That's the price you pay for not more easily getting the janitor's attention by turning on the overhead lights. Oh, something about the 5 elements again. Might be worth reading. At the core, the 5 elements express the concept of the continually repetitive cycle of birth and death. This corresponds to the Buddhist concept of reincarnation. The 5 elements can be compared to the human life. From an Eastern point of view, definitely not a Western, a man's death does not end in itself. It begins a new cycle. As the 5 elements symbolize the grand cycle of everything in the universe, the human life is not limited to the treatment of only the physical layer of existence, the body. Following this logic, at times some have expressed a ridiculous notion that the dead can be brought back to life through the theories of the 5 elements. Well, in your philosophy, the dead are never really dead. Not in the way I think of dead, anyway. They're alive more or less, they just don't have a physical body to wander about in, but they have their entire consciousness all their senses, all that, really just makes no difference, in my opinion. Kind of like the dead in Final Fantasy X, especially. Being dead really doesn't seem to do anything to you. You can totally hang out in the real world in some form or another long after death, and you're virtually indestructible. Following this logic, at times, some have expressed a ridiculous notion that the dead can be brought back to life through the theories of the five elements. The idea is that by manipulating the relations of the five elements and running the cycle in reverse order, it can... Okay, this did have something to do with me needing to use the five element tokens that I will have in my possession by that time in order to get through the labyrinth at the end. Again, I think it's depending on if I get the ending that you get because you treated Sung Young Han. I think her last name is Han. If you treated her the most well out of all three characters. Please take note that this is a dangerous occultist idea created by overanalyzation of the theory of five elements. Hey, kind of like when people get all sorts of crazy, or form all sorts of crazy cults on account of definitely overanalyzing the Bible. One should always remember that the cycle is, well, while simultaneously ignoring a lot of other parts of it that are straightforward. One should always remember that the cycle is the most important concept in the theory of five elements, and that the proper way of embracing the Oriental teachings is to live according to the natural order of the universe and keeping oneself pure, both in body and mind. Okay, still down the first floor. Hi. Alright, what have we got in here? Which classroom is this? 3-9. Ah, crap. Is he coming back this way? Don't turn this way. Don't turn this way. Don't turn this way. He did. Actually, I cannot get out that door. That's a blue key card door. I'm gonna have to go through on the second floor. I can shut the door in his face to buy me a good 3 seconds, I guess. Then hide in the bathroom. Haha! Well, it would be great if I could see, where his light's going. Quite frankly, it would also be great if he went down the other way. He did. Let's have him duck into a room first. And I'll slide on through back into the main area. Behind his back. Okay, he's still going that way, so let's just close the door and then he shouldn't be able to notice. Okay, all the regular... Glass keeps shattering somewhere. Okay, so... Cult Club and School Store. Let's check those places out. There used to be a pond at that spot before the new building was built. Of course, there were rumors that the pond was haunted. Everything's haunted in this damn school. According to local legend, it was a cursed pond, and the souls of the people who drowned in that pool were trapped in it. The only way an imprisoned soul can escape the pond was to drag another soul into that pond. That's why the ghosts of that pond were more bloodthirsty, killing more people. At its worst, the pond claimed a life every month. The school was never sued or torn down or anything. The school warned the students about the pond, but the drownings did not stop. Some people wanted to fill in the pond, but the chairman always decided against it, because he's an idiot. The chairman said that the pond allowed the feng shui to flow well. I don't see good feng shui coming through or out of that pond when, it keeps claiming another life like every month. I mean, how important is feng shui when people are dying, Yes, exactly. Well, I later found out just how important feng shui is. Anyways, because of fierce protest, it was finally decided that the pond was to be filled in. But on the first day of filling in the pond, the machine operator died of a heart attack. After that, the school had to hold a purification ritual every year for the pond. Time passed and the new building was built over the spot where the pond used to be. No more rituals. Lately, though, there are rumors that ghosts are showing up again. They say a girl's ghost, drenched in water, wearing an old school uniform. Oh yeah, I'm going to be fighting her soon. That can only be seen in the history room is being spotted. She's got to be one of the ghosts of a student that died in a pond. You might ask why a pond ghost would appear when the pond is gone. Well, it's hard to explain, but this world and the underworld exist in the same space. What does that mean? It means that humans and ghosts occupy the same space, but in different, for lack of a better word, dimensions. You could also compare it to radios, each of them giving off its own frequency. And that's why humans and ghosts cannot influence each other. So even if there is a building built over where the pond was in this world, that pond could still be there in the underworld's dimension. I will try to find out the truth of all this today. I was finally able to create the occult club. The teachers hate it. They say I'm wasting my precious youth. Even though people find my club weird, and it is, my club is not a joke. I think it is. We investigate and research supernatural phenomena that cannot be explained by modern science. Naturally, the quickest way of proving our worthy cause would be finding a ghost. Just by sheer luck, I've recently come upon something called Elrod, which has magical powers. I don't know, I just instantly started picturing one of my heroines from anime, favorite ones from anime, Sakura Kinomoto, like waving her magic staff around while calling upon the powers of a Clo card. The person who found it told me that it can detect ghosts, as well as be used as a dowsing rod. See, that's what we need. We need Cardcaptor Sakura to cross over into Fatal Frame. And, so that she's not using the camera, but, she's fighting off a bunch of, seriously malevolent, hostile ghosts in a spooky setting. Very gritty reboot of Cardcaptor Sakura, but she's using her, card powers and, waving her staff around to fight them off. And then, all the characters from the Fatal Frame games, Mio Akiyama, Rei Amakura, Miku Hanasaki. I think that's her last name. Kei Amakura, Mio's uncle. They can all live happily ever after in, the G-rated Cardcaptor Sakura universe. Never have to deal with ghosts. Or suicides, or, mass tragedies that... Okay, before the janitor comes back, I do believe there was a lunchbox item we could get in here. And then something else happens. I think another one will appear, via a ghost. Yeah. And I guess it's just supposed to be a vision, for Lee, because I don't think I actually, I would have 3 in my inventory if that one that just dropped down suddenly, if Lee could actually pick that up. I think it just does it repeatedly. Another school coin, alright. Let's go ahead while we're safe in here. Pick up another one of these babies. I think I got a couple more coins. I actually think I will need the caffeine. I assume that it helps me run later during one of the last fights in the game, like right before I get out of here. Like a ghost chases me and I have to run a pretty long way from her. So in case I tire out in the midst, then that caffeine will help. Okay, yeah, that's the, Was there nothing in here? Oh. School store and a cult club. Okay, I've already been through both those places. Wasn't there something in here? Guess not. Or at least I can't open it up by myself. Something else will have to happen, but I'm pretty sure I get some key items out of there. As chaos blooms, the rise of the sun and moon will become different for each country, and panic will ensue. In the midst of all this, the true man shall come forth to set each time under a single standard. Okay, this is the clock puzzle I gotta solve later. Only then will the dark river be crossed and the sacred object be attained. Uh-oh! Just open up the door right in my face. Well, there are some rooms to explore out in the hallway, so... Bathroom always works. Okay, I still... Yeah, his light's still shining in here. He's just now walking out. Let's give it a good 10 seconds, or else I'm just gonna step out of the stall right behind him. He'll hear me. Okay, he shut the door. Good on health, good. Sweet. Looked like he, walked back out into the main area, so that's exactly what I wanted this time. Alright, what area is this? Computer lab. Let's see what we got. Part of the clock puzzle. I do not know if I can actually do that yet, and I do not have the document anyway that helps me understand how to solve it. Okay, that was the listening lab. Art room. Was there anything on the first floor? No, I've already been through all that. We have not explored the third floor hallway yet, though. That's because there isn't one. Okay. Well, we got on messages again. To cross the water, you need a tool to guide you. Okay, I remember that. You can get it by paying close attention to the clock and pictures. Okay, so there were 4 different rooms with clocks that I needed to adjust them by hand to match, like, the time that it would be in the time zone of the picture next to it. The country that that picture represents. And I know there was a document somewhere that told me how. Or maybe the picture itself told me. No, it's just telling me where it's at, but... computer's frozen. I don't know what that's supposed to tell me. Beijing, Moscow, and I think another one was just the United States. Washington, D.C., I suppose. You know what? It's been almost an hour, so this is a good time to go ahead and call it an episode here. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do all this in one go. Might end up being 3, not just 2. But, alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.